on, guys? As you can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to show you my balls. The ones you see in the background right there are some of the lesser known names that I got. I'm going to make a video later with those. I just don't want to waste any time on those people right now. But I just got back from the 2013 National Sports Collector Convention in Chicago. Got a bunch of balls signed, 21 balls total. Had an awesome time. It's going to take me a few days to recover. It was just exhausting, all the walking, and didn't really have to wait in a lot of lines, but you just had to keep the schedule, make sure you didn't miss your guys. With the amount of guys I was getting, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing any of them. Once you spend the money, there's no refund. So very tiring, but very awesome. Met a lot of awesome people. I'll get more into that when I'll make my video and show the cards that I picked up. This is just going to be the in-person autographs that I got while I was there. So in no particular order, I'm going to show you the only two guys that I got who are not Hall of Famers. Starting with this Eric Davis that I got signed on a 1989 Home Run Derby Champ inscription. That's the 89 All-Star Game ball with the Home Run Derby Champ inscription. So that turned out really nice. I'm going to say that about every one of these balls. When you're spending this kind of money on this stuff, the athletes are really they take their time on the autographs, make sure that everything turns out really nice. So, have no complaints at all about how any of them turned out. So that's an awesome piece right there. The guy that was doing the authentication, that's TriStar, was a huge Eric Davis fan, and he was really jealous of that ball. And then the other non-Hall of Famer that I got was David Justice on a 1997 All-Star Game ball. First year that he played in Cleveland. He was probably the nicest guy there that I met. Just smiling the whole time. Right when you walked up to him, he stuck his hand out to shake your hand. And he let me take a picture with him, which I'll show you that right now. Thanks to my awesome cameraman for making sure that it was focused. But I was a huge Dave Justice fan growing up. Before Chipper, Dave Justice was, the #1 guy on the Braves. But John Schuerholz traded him in between the 96 and 97 season. I actually said something to him about that because I know he was upset about being traded. I told him I'd give John Schuerholz hell for it, and he said make sure that I do. Let's see. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and show you my Chipper balls. Probably my favorite ones that I got. Starting with this one right here. Got him to sign on the sweet spot, inscribed 99 NL MVP. This is actually on one of those retirement balls that they used last year in the last few games that he played in. I didn't want him to sign it under the logo because I was getting another one signed under the logo. So the tin, of course, turned out very nice because I told him to make sure that the tin turned out nice. He gave me a really weird look. At first, he didn't understand what I was saying. I didn't word it very well, and he just kind of looked at me and was like, "Excuse me." I thought he was about to get mad, and then I said, "Make sure the tin looks really nice." And Chipper's not a real smiley guy, anyways. He wasn't rude by any means. I told him, I was a huge Braves fan and how I've lived in Atlanta my whole life, and he thanked me for being a Braves fan. Shook my hand. So, but he put that tin just about as perfect as you can get it in that one. And then the other ball that I had him sign was a 2000 All-Star Game ball, the year they played in Atlanta. And the tin turned out really nice on that one too. So maybe after I told him that, there maybe 20 people went in front of me because I had the VIP pass, so I was getting close up in all of the lines. So maybe after I said that, he started realizing that his tins were looking really bad. I don't know, but really happy with the way those turned out. Like I'm going to say about every single ball. And the next one I got, Johnny Bench on a National Baseball Hall of Fame ball. And I had him inscribe that NL MVP 70 and 72. He always does that when he does inscriptions, kind of does it off to the side. I guess he doesn't like to make his autograph smaller, because when you inscribe something underneath, obviously you got to make it smaller. But he's got a really nice autograph. And once again, that one turned out really nice. Next one I got, another Hall of Fame ball. This is Roberto Alomar, inscribed Hall of Fame 2011. He didn't speak any English, so he wasn't rude by any means, but I mean you couldn't have small talk or say anything to him really. He had a bunch of people around him too. He had like 4 guys that were all wearing Alomar Industries shirts or something. I don't know. They were like his entourage that were there with him. But he's got an awesome autograph, so real happy to add that one to the collection. The next one I got, Reggie Jackson, inscribed Mr. October, and that is on a 1978 World Series ball. That's the last World Series that he played in, that he won his 5th and final World Series victory. A really nice one. I heard he was an asshole. He was actually really nice. Maybe you just got to do something to piss him off, which I did not. It's funny too, because he usually writes his number inside the J right there like Chipper does, but he didn't do it on mine. But the guy that was in front of me getting his item authenticated, we were in line comparing our balls, and he wrote his number in it on his, but not on mine. I don't know why. Maybe he heard me talk to Chipper about getting those numbers looking good in there. Next one I got on a Hall of Fame ball, Bob Gibson, Hall of Fame 81. He's getting up there in age, but his autograph is still looking pretty good. A really nice guy. Got a nice firm handshake for an old man. Another Hall of Famer, Jim Palmer. Inscribed Hall of Fame 1990. And this is just on one of the few that I got just on a regular Rawlings ball. Another one of those Hall of Fame balls. Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. As you can imagine, in Chicago, he had a huge line. He actually dropped my ball, and he dropped it before he signed it. And it's kind of funny because somebody in line was talking about how the last time that he was getting Ernie Banks that he dropped his ball, and then sure enough, he dropped mine. Luckily, it didn't do any damage or make any marks on the ball too bad. Might have put a little bit of dirt on it, I don't know. But somebody said I should have gone E5. Wish I had thought of that. That would have been pretty funny. Got 3 more to show you. On the 1983 World Series ball, Eddie Murray. Again, a really nice guy. A guy that was in front of me, like 3 guys up, was getting his stuff done, and then Eddie Murray also, he was really nice. He would shake your hand. Some guys, you would have to initiate the handshake, and then there's a few guys that would just do it for you, like Cal Ripken and Johnny Bench and Eddie Murray, Dave Justice. They would just shake your hand right when you walked up to them. But the other guys, you kind of had to stick your hand out and initiate it. But the guy that was like three people in front of me, he shakes Eddie Murray's hand and he walks away, and Eddie Murray stops and looks at us and he says, "Man, that guy was nervous. That's the wettest hand I've ever shook in my life." He's like, "My hand doesn't even get that wet when I wash them." So I thought that was pretty funny. Then it made me like start wondering if my hand was all sweaty, and I was like wiping it off before I got up there, because you do kind of get nervous when you go meet these guys, because I mean, to me, they're huge celebrities. And the next one I got is a 93 World Series ball, signed by Paul Molitor. Got him to inscribe it 93 World Series MVP. Like I said about all the other ones, turned out really nice. And the last one that I got, or at least the last Hall of Fame one that I got, maybe my favorite one. It's really hard to choose. I mean, the chippers are going to be my favorite, just because you know, he's one of my favorite players. But this one might be my next favorite, the Cal Ripken Jr. inscribed 19-time All-Star. Got this on a 1993 All-Star Game ball when they played it in Baltimore. And Cal Ripken let you take a picture with him. He would actually stand up for the picture. It wasn't like some of the other guys where you had to kind of kneel down with him. So I'll show that picture to you real quick right now. But Cal was really cool. Really nice guy, and real happy with the way that turned out. So that is it. That is my 2013 National in-person autograph recap, minus the 8 balls in the background. I'll just make a separate video with those so that I don't bore you with some of those no-name people. Well, I don't want to say no-name, but just not as big of stars as the ones that you just saw. So had an amazing time, as you can imagine, meeting all those guys. Kind of overwhelming. But yeah, Nationals was awesome. I'll talk about my National experience a little bit more when I make my card video. I just wanted to show everybody the balls that I got signed. And I know a lot of people are also probably going to want to know what kind of pen I was using. I was real happy with the way that all these turned out and the way these looked. I started using this, I don't know if it's going to focus, this Jetstream 101 Uni Jetstream. These are awesome pens if you're looking for a nice pen to get autographs with. It's not a gel pen, but it's not like a regular ballpoint pen either. It's what they call a roller pen. And a lot of the athletes were... a lot of the guys were talking about how much they liked using this pen. In fact, I let my buddy Drew, who I went up there with, I bought a box of these, so I gave him a couple of these that he could use. And when Billy Williams was signing his ball, he said he liked it so much, and Drew said he could keep it, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to keep this and keep using it because it just feels real nice on the ball." Apparently, when they use it, a lot of the guys commented on how much they like it. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. Really happy to add all these to my collection. Awesome stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.